Hello, my name is Frank Kennedy, the creator of SwimmingTeacher.com, a new, more natural and more effective way of learning how to swim. At SwimmingTeacher.com, we've recognized that 20% of people have a fear of water they carry through adulthood. The difference with my method is I first teach you to overcome all fear of water through a very special method that I've developed, and I call it the freedom to float. With the freedom to float, you will learn how to float on the water and find your feet again in control and with confidence. Only then are you ready to learn how to swim. I'd like to show you an interview with Jane. I'm sure that many of you will identify with many of the issues that Jane has with water. Hello Jane, and welcome to SwimmingTeacher.com. Now tell me, why are you still unable to swim?
I think it comes from a real fear of water.
We're not born with a fear of water, so where do you think this fear started?
Well, I can only think when I was about 8. I went to a public swimming pool to meet a friend and jumped in the pool without any fear and went under. It was quite deep, and I just remember being under there for what seemed like minutes, and nobody came to my rescue, and eventually somebody put me up on the side of the pool.
Traumatic experience for an 8-year-old. Yes. Unfortunately, adults and teachers even today don't realise the damage that can do to a small child. So ever since, you've carried this fear of water. What about swimming lessons at school?
Yes, I had to go to school swimming lessons. Very often I had a note from my parents saying that I couldn't swim that week. I didn't enjoy the swimming lessons. I ended up with another boy not learning to swim, but I watched many times the bigger pool with the kids in there learning to dive and having fun. So I used to just dread them.
So the teachers would give most of their time to the
others,
the children that could already swim, and
Absolutely.
not to the children that needed it.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, that still goes on today. And how about in adulthood? You presumably missed out on a lot of fun. Have you tried to learn to swim?
Quite a few occasions, but one that comes to mind particularly was watching my son with his friend in a swimming pool on a holiday. I was with a girlfriend at the time. Neither of us could swim, so we decided to give it a go. We went to an adult swimming class. She had armbands put on her, I had a rubber ring put on me, and after several weeks we just ended up not persevering with it.
No, waste of time. Well, you won't get armbands or rubber rings here at SwimmingTeacher.com, because we don't use any flotation aids at all. I think you know that. And how severe do you think this fear is? I mean, how are you in the shower? Do you mind getting your face wet?
Not happy getting my face wet in the shower, no.
And what about if I was to suggest that you put your face in water?
Completely out of my comfort zone there, not happy at all. Okay.
How determined are you this weekend? We've got 4 hours together. How determined are you to overcome this fear?
I'm extremely nervous, but I intend to give you 110%, Frank.
Well, that sounds like enough, because I'll be giving you 100%, and I'm sure together we can get you feeling much happier in water. It's not about learning to swim. What we're teaching you, what we're giving you, is the freedom to float. If you can't float in water, you're not ready to learn to swim in water. So the freedom to float offers you, and hopefully the rest of the world, the first step in learning to swim.
Okay.
So let's have a go.
Let's go.
So Jane didn't seem very confident, did she? Well, let's see what she actually achieved in just 4 hours. After 1 hour, Jane was able to float face down independently by the steps. After 2 hours, she was able to float in the posture stretch position, traveling across the water and finding her feet independently. After 3 hours, she was able to achieve a complex mixture of flotation exercises in a ball, into a starfish, and then into the full posture stretch. And here again, she finds her feet independently. After 4 hours, she's swimming front crawl, arms and legs well coordinated, traveling well across the water. And again, she finds her feet independently when she chooses to. Jane was very skeptical, but she managed to achieve full front crawl in just 4 individual lessons with us. You can achieve exactly the same in your own time by downloading our 4 module lessons, and the first one we offer you free.